If you are an ambitious Muslim who keeps starting strong and then falling back into the same patterns, missing prayers, wasting time, choosing comfort over growth, I'm about to show you your real enemy. And I'm not talking about Shaytan. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly who's been sabotaging your success and the one technique that'll help you win this war, inshallah. Let's go. I used to think the problem was laziness. I'd make dua asking Allah to protect me from Shaytan's whispers, but I kept failing over and over. Then I discovered something that changed everything for me. The Prophet ﷺ called it the hardest jihad, harder than physical battle. And once you understand what you're really fighting, everything clicks. Here's what we're covering. First, I'll expose this hidden enemy that's been living inside you. Then I'll show you the exact moment it strikes and how to recognize it. Finally, you'll get the practical strategy to starve this thing and take back control. Picture this. You set your alarm for Fajr. You tell yourself, tomorrow I'm going to pray on time and then hit the gym after. But when that alarm goes off, something inside you says, just 5 more minutes. You're tired. Sleep is more important. And you listen to it, even though you know what the right choice is. Sound familiar? Here's what's really happening. Something is making decisions for you, and it's not you. The scholars call it the Nafs, the part that craves ease, pleasure, instant gratification. The part that whispers, not now, maybe later, just 5 more minutes. But here's where it gets scary. Most people think Shaytan is their biggest enemy. Wrong. Shaytan can only suggest. He has no power over you. But your nafs, that's different. That's internal. That's you fighting against you. Think about it. When was the last time you made a choice you knew was wrong, but did it anyway? That wasn't Shaytan forcing you. That was your nafs winning. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so what? How do I fight something that's part of me? Here's the game changer. The nafs operates like a spoiled child. It doesn't care about your akhirah. It doesn't care if you succeed or fail. It wants one thing, immediate comfort. Here's what most people miss. The nafs pushes you, but it only grows as strong as you feed it. Think of it like training a muscle. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you're making your nafs stronger. Every time you delay what's important, you're teaching it that it's the boss. But what if I told you there is one moment, one split second, where you can flip this entire dynamic? Stay with me. There's always a gap between the suggestion and the action. Always. The nafs whispers, skip prayer, but there is a moment, maybe half a second, before you actually decide. Most people miss this gap completely. They think the suggestion is the decision. Wrong. That gap is your battlefield. In that gap, you have a choice. You can either feed the beast or starve it. And starving the nafs starts with one simple awareness. This is just a suggestion. When your nafs says, delay the important task, you pause and think, that's just my lower self talking. That's not me. So many times I was about to skip my workout, my nafs whispered, you're tired, rest, missing one workout won't matter. But I caught it. I reminded myself, that's my nafs talking, not me. And instead of listening to it, I worked out anyway. That is the shift. You stop identifying with every thought and start recognizing the source. Okay, so how do you actually do this? Here's your step-by-step game plan. Step 1, catch the whisper. The moment you hear maybe later, just this one, or it's not that important, that's your nafs talking. Step 2, name it. Say either out loud or in your head, that's my nafs. This creates separation between you and the suggestion. Step 3, choose the opposite. Don't negotiate. Don't think about it. Just do what your higher self knows is right. Look, this isn't about perfection. You'll mess up. But every time you catch your nafs and choose differently, you're weakening its grip on you. I've been practicing this for years now, and I'm not perfect. But I'm praying in the masjid 90% more than before. I'm finishing projects instead of procrastinating. I'm choosing growth over comfort most of the time. And you can too, but you have to start practicing as early as possible. This is what makes this so important. The scholars describe the struggle against the nafs as the toughest and most constant jihad. Why? because this is where your real character is built. This is where you become the Muslim Allah created you to be. Every time you choose prayer over comfort, discipline over ease, growth over stagnation, you're not just improving your dunya, you're preparing for akhirah. The scholars like Imam al-Ghazali and Ibn al-Qayyim describe the nafs as a wild horse. If you train it, it carries you. If not, it destroys you. That's what separates the successful from the stuck. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's who wins the war inside. Listen, your nafs doesn't care about your dreams. It doesn't care about your family, your akhirah, your legacy, none of that. It wants you comfortable and mediocre. But you were created for more. Every time you recognize that whisper and choose differently, you're taking back control of your life. The next time your nafs suggests comfort over growth, remember this video. Catch it, name it, then choose the opposite. Because the only way to free yourself from your nafs is to fight it. With Allah's help, you do the striving and Allah grants the victory. And that battle starts now. Now you know your real enemy. But here's the thing, knowing isn't enough. What happens when you actually fight your nafs for 30 days straight? That's what I went through, and honestly, the results surprised me. If you're serious about this journey, check out this next video, you'll see exactly what happened. And if you want weekly strategies like this to build elite discipline as a Muslim and crush your dunya goals while preparing for akhirah, subscribe to the Mujahada Circle newsletter. It's a 2 to 5 minutes read max that'll keep you sharp inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.